The 66th question. Consider the reactions. A. H2O2 plus 2Hi gives I2 plus 2H2O. B. HOCl plus H2O2 gives H3O plus Cl minus plus O2. Oxygen of which of the following statements is correct about H2O2 with reference to these reactions? Hydrogen peroxide is an oxidizing agent in both A and B. Option B, an oxidizing agent in A and reducing agent in B. Option C, a reducing agent in A and oxidizing agent in B. Option D, a reducing agent in both A and B. So, what role the hydrogen peroxide will play in these two reactions? So, when you observe the first reaction, H2O2, hydrogen peroxide, it will get converted into H2O. That means it has lost oxygen. That means it undergone the reduction. That means it oxidizes the Hi and reduces itself, and hence it will act as oxidizing agent. In B, HOCl plus H2O2, when it reacts, the H2O2 gets oxidized to O2, and hence it will undergo the oxidation, and hence it will act as reducing agent. So in A, the hydrogen peroxide will act as a oxidizing agent, and in B, hydrogen peroxide will act as reducing agent. So option B is the right one. Next, 67th, a certain compound X when treated with copper sulfate solution yields a brown precipitate. On adding hypo solution, the precipitate turns white. The compound is. This can be explained by when potassium iodide reacts with copper sulfate solution to produce cuprous iodide, and I2, iodine reacts with hypo solution. Decolorization of solution will shows the appearance of white PPT. So this is what actually happens during the reaction, and hence the option B will be the right answer. So here the reaction is given, just go through this. Okay, then 68, consider the following reactions. Okay, the 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here the formation of H2O is given in all these reactions, and change in enthalpy is also represented. That is minus x1, minus x2, minus x3, minus x4, sorry, plus x4, 4x4. So enthalpy of formation of H2O is, that you have to calculate. So this reaction represents the formation of H2O because the definition suggests that the enthalpy of formation is heat evolved or absorbed when 1 mole of substance is formed from its constituent atoms, and hence option D is the right answer. Option D, what is that? Minus x2 kilojoules per mole. Because in other reactions, here you can see H plus OH minus, it is a neutralization reaction, and CO2H2, it is combustion reaction. Okay, and here CO and H2O will formed, and C2H2 plus 5O2, it is also the oxidation or combustion reaction, and this second one will only represents the combination of H2 and O2 leading to the formation of H2O. So this is the actual formation of water, and for this reaction the enthalpy change will be minus x2 kilojoule per mole. Hence the option D is the right answer, that is minus x2 kilojoules per mole. 69th, which of the following possesses a sp carbon in its structure? So sp carbon, so among these three, which one will possesses sp carbon? So this is the answer, CH2 double bond C double bond CH2. This carbon will represent the sp carbon because it is it consists of, here also double bond is there, here also double bond is there. So when the triple bond or 4 bonds are present around the carbon atom in absence of hydrogen, then it will be sp carbon, and it is CH2 means sp2. If CH3 is there, then it will be sp3. Okay, hence the option C will be the correct answer. 70th, a balloon has maximum capacity of 20 liter at 1 atmospheric pressure. 10 liter of air is filled in the balloon. It will burst when pressure is. So balloon would burst when volume is greater than 20 liter. Therefore, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Because its maximum capacity is 20 liter, so it will burst if it exceeds that volume. Now, using the formula P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, P1 is pressure, V1 is volume, and P2 is final pressure, V2 is final volume. So final volume would be the 20, and initial volume, how much it is filled? It is 10 liter of air is filled. Okay, so hence it is taken as V1, and it is filled at atmospheric pressure, that is 1. And substitute the values, you will get P2 is equal to 0.5 atm. Therefore, pressure below 0.5 atm, it would burst. Okay, hence the option B will be the right answer. Next, 71th, which one of the following complexes will have 4 different isomers? Among these 4, okay, 4 complexes are given. Which one will show 4 different isomers? That means it possesses either geometrical isomerism or optical isomerism. Among these 4, the one which exhibit the 4 different isomers will be this complex, that is option P, because it have 4 different isomers. 2 are geometrical isomers and 2 are optical isomers. Okay, hence option B is the right answer. 72, solubility product of a salt AB is 1 into 10 raised to minus 8 in a solution in which the concentration of A plus ions is 10 raised to minus 3 m. The salt will precipitate when the concentration of B minus ions is kept. Option A, between 10 raised to minus 8 m to 10 raised to minus 7 m. Option B, between 10 raised to minus 7 m to 10 raised to minus 8 m. Option C, greater than 10 raised to minus 5 m. Option D, 10 raised to less than 10 raised to minus 8 m. Here, the reaction can be represented as AB gives A plus B minus. This specific equilibrium constant can be represented as A plus, concentration of A plus into concentration of B minus upon concentration of product, that is AB. So salt will precipitate if ionic concentration is greater than Ksp. Therefore, concentration, product of concentration of A plus and B minus should be greater than 1 into 10 raised to minus 8. Substituting the values, here already the solubility product of salt AB is given, that is 1 into 10 raised to minus 8, and the concentration of A plus ions is 10 raised to minus 3. Therefore, substitute the concentration of A plus, that is 1 into 10 raised to minus 3, and concentration of B minus is unknown, and it should be greater than 1 into 10 raised to minus 8, that is the solubility product. Therefore, concentration of B minus would be greater than 1 into 10 raised to minus 8 divided by 1 into 10 raised to minus 3, or it gives 1 into 10 raised to minus 5. Therefore, option C is the right answer. That means it should be greater than 10 raised to minus 5 m. 73. Sucrose in water is dextrorotatory. When boiled with the dilute HCl, the solution becomes levorotatory and angle of rotation is minus 20 degree. In this process, the sucrose molecule breaks into. This can be represented as the reaction sucrose on hydrolysis with water in presence of acid catalyst gives D-glucose and D-fructose. And here the angle of rotation would be plus 52.5 degree for D-glucose and plus minus 92 degree for fructose. Inverted sugar, its angle would be minus 20 degree. Therefore, option C is the right answer. That is D-glucose plus D-fructose will give the minus 20 degree. 74th, select correct statement. Option A, cyanamide ion is isoelectronic with CO2 and has the same linear structure. Option B, Mg2C3 reacts with water to form propyne. Option C, CaCa2 has NaCl type lattice. D, all of the above. So option A, it is also the correct statement because in CO2 we have 22 electrons. Isoelectronic means the number of electrons would be the same in both the compounds or elements. So cyanamide ion, it consists of 22 electrons and CO2 will also consist of 22 electrons and both have the linear structure and hence this one would be the right statement. Then option B, Mg2C3, when reacts with water, it will form the propyne and this reaction shows the statement which is given in option B is also the correct one. Then option C, the structure of CaCO2 has NaCl type lattice. It is also the correct statement. Therefore, the option D, all of the above statements are the correct statements. 75th, which of the following statement is not true about secondary structure of protein? So just go through these options, you will find the hydrophilic or hydrophobic character of amino acid residues is important to secondary structure. The option D is the correct one here. The explanation for this can be given as the hydrophilic and hydrophobic character of amino acid residues is important to tertiary structure of protein rather than to secondary structure. In secondary structure, it is the steric size of the residues that is important and residues are positioned to minimize interactions between each other and the peptide chain. So option D is the correct one. 76. Vapor pressure of benzene at 30 degrees Celsius is 121.8 mm. When 15 gram of a non-volatile solute is dissolved in 250 gram of benzene, its vapor pressure decreased to 120.2 mm. The molecular weight of the solute will be, here the molecular weight of solvent is given, that is 78. So first of all, write down what they have given in the problem. They have given the vapor pressure of pure solute, that is 121.8 mm. Weight of solute, sorry, this should be pure solvent, okay, not solute. The weight, the vapor pressure of pure solvent. So that is 121.8 mm. Weight of solute is equal to 15 gram. Weight of solvent is equal to 250 gram. Vapor pressure of pure solvent is equal to 120.2 mm after addition of the non-volatile solute, and molecular weight of solvent is 78. By applying Raoult's law, we can calculate the molecular weight of the solute, that is P0 minus P divided by P0 is equal to W divided by small m into capital M divided by capital W. So substitute the values that are given in the problem. So upon substituting and on simplification, you will get the value of M is equal to 356.2 grams per mole. Therefore, the option A will be the correct one. 77th. In a nitrogen family, the HMH, that is hydrogen and metal and hydrogen bond angle in the hydrides, gradually becomes closer to 90 degree on going from nitrogen to antimony. This shows that gradually option A, the basic strength of the hydrides increases. Option B, almost pure p orbitals are used for MH bonding. The bond energies of MH bonds increase. The bond pairs of electrons become nearer to the central atom. You can recall from the theory that is, with the decrease in electronegativity of central atom, the bond angle decreases. Hence, option B is used. Option B is correct. That is, almost pure p orbitals are used for MH bonding. 78th. For reaction AA gives Xp when concentration of A is equal to 2.2, the rate was found to be 2.4. On reducing concentration of A to half, the rate changes to 0.6 molar meter per second. The order of reaction with respect to A is: when the concentration of reactant is reduced to half its initial value, the rate is reduced by 2.4 upon 0.6, that is equal to 4 times. Therefore, the rate is directly proportional to concentration of reactant square of the concentration of reactant. Therefore, it shows that the order of the reaction will be 2. Therefore, option B will be the right one. 79. The tendency of BF3, BCl3 and BBr3 to behave as Lewis acid decreases in the sequence. These are the 4 following sequences that are given. Among these 3, you have to correctly arrange these things with respect to their strength according to Lewis acid. So pp overlap between B and F is maximum due to identical size, and energy of p orbitals, so electron deficiency in boron of BF3 is neutralized partially to the maximum extent by back donation. Hence BF3 is least acidic. Therefore, option B, the least acidic among these 4 is BF3, which is present only at option B, and hence option B is the right one. 80. If A stands for the edge length of the cubic systems, simple cubic, body centered cubic and face centered cubic, then the ratio of radii of the spheres in these systems will respectively. As you already know, the relationship between the edge length and the radius. So consider for simple cubic, the relation was given by A is equal to 2R or R is equal to A by 2. For body centered cubic, A is equal to 4 by root 3R or R is equal to root 3 divided by 4A. For face centered cubic, it is given by A is equal to 2 root 2 R or R is equal to 1 by 2 root 2 A. So taking the ratio of these, we will get A by 2 ratio 3 by 4 square root of 3 by 4A ratio 1 to 1 upon 2 square root 2 into A. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. 81st. Which of the following is correct order of acidity? As you know, the presence of electron withdrawing group increases while presence of electron releasing group decreases the acidity of carboxylic acids. So here it can be represented as, in case of chloroacetic acid, that is ClCH2COH. Cl is there, which is an electron withdrawing group, and then it is greater than the formic acid, and it is greater than the next, and it is greater than the ethanoic acid, propanoic acid. Hence the option B is the right one. 82nd, penicillin it is an antibiotic which was first obtained from fungus and discovered by the scientist Fleming. 83rd, decomposition of H2O2 follows a first order reaction. In 50 minutes, the concentration of hydrogen peroxide decreases from 0.5 to 0.125 m in one such decomposition. When the concentration of H2O2 reaches 0.05 m, the rate of formation of O2 will be. This can be solved as, consider the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. For a first order reaction, K is equal to, that is rate constant, is equal to 2.303 upon T log A divided by A minus X. A means the initial concentration and A minus X represents the final concentration. Therefore, given things are A is equal to 0.5 and A minus X, that is final concentration is 0.125, that is after time T is which is equal to 15 minutes. Substituting the values, you will get 2.78 into 10 raised to minus 2 per minute. Now, rate constant can be given as R is equal to K into concentration of H2O2. Rate of the reaction is equal to K into H2O2, and K is rate constant, and you have already determined the value of K, that is 2.78 into 10 raised to minus 2. Substitute that value, and concentration of H2O2 is already given, that is 0.05 m. Substitute that value also. It will gives 1.386 into 10 raised to minus 3 mole per minute. Then write the rate equation for this reaction, that is decomposition of hydrogen peroxide, which can be given as minus T concentration of H2O2 divided by dt is equal to D concentration of H2O dt, and change in concentration of oxygen divided by T. So as the concentration of H2O2 decreases, we have taken minus sign here, and concentration of product increases, hence we have taken positive sign here. And simplifying this, you will get 1.386 into 10 raised to minus 3 upon 2, which can be 6.93 into 10 raised to minus 4 mole per minute. Therefore, the option D is the right answer. Which of 84th, which of the following reactions can produce aniline as main product? So, various products are formed when nitroarenes are reduced. These are given below. Okay, in acidic medium, main product will be aniline, that is metal plus HCl, and in neutral medium, phenyl hydroxylamine is the main product, and in alkaline medium, hydrozobenzene is the main product. Okay, now metal plus HCl is given, which is the major product, that is aniline. Therefore, aniline will be main product in case of T. 85th, what is the standard reduction potential for Fe plus 3 gives Fe? These are the electrode potential values of Fe and Fe plus 2 to Fe and Fe plus 3 to Fe plus 2. So, using the standard Gibbs free energy change, substitute the values, consider the two equations. Upon addition of the standard Gibbs free energy change values, we will get delta G naught is equal to plus 0.17 farads. Now use the equation delta G naught is equal to minus NFE naught. So delta G naught is delta G naught divided by minus NF is equal to 0.17 F divided by minus 3F, that is equal to 0.057 volt. Therefore the option A will be the right answer. Okay. Then 86th, which does not exist among these four? Option A, SiCl6 minus 2, GeF6 minus 2, CCl6 minus 2, SnCl6 minus 2. So just by simply observing the options, you can say carbon, it does not expand its valency above 4, and hence option C, that is CCl6, is not possible because it cannot expand its coordination number because of absence of d orbitals. Therefore option C is the right one. 87th, in which case Van't Hoff factor I remains unchanged. So we will see in option A, okay, the PtCl4 is the solute and Y is equal to 5, or I value is 5. And in case of ZnCl2, the value of I, okay, make it I, okay, not Y, that is Van't Hoff factor. So I is 3 for ZnCl2, and in K2PtCl6, okay, the Van't Hoff factor is 3, and in Zn complex the Van't Hoff factor is again 3. Therefore option B is the right answer. Okay, that is ZnCl2. When it reacts with aqueous NH3, the Van't Hoff factor, that is I value, remains unchanged. 88th, the unit of equivalent conductivity is, as you already know, the unit of this will be per ohm square centimeter or gram per equivalent. That can be explained with the help of the formula. It is per ohm centimeter square. Then 89th, Perlon is made up of nylon 6, or it is also called as nylon 6. It is a polymer of caprolactam which can be prepared by Beckmann rearrangement. Okay. Then 90, the tertiary nitro compounds do not tautomerize because there is no alpha hydrogen bond. Sorry, there is no alpha hydrogen, and you know the tautomerism can be observed only if there is a presence of alpha hydrogen atom. Therefore option B is the right one. So this is all about the solving model question paper regarding chemistry. Thank you.